So when it comes to dry suit inflator valves, I prefer a side push inflator. And the reason is it's a much simpler design than a standard front push inflator. It's not just the location of the button. These two are fundamentally different when it comes to internals. So a low pressure inflator hose, this has air that goes up to a certain point and then stops. And there's a little valve inside here. So this collar holds the hose on to a nipple, and the valve inside, when pressed, allows gas to come out. So with a normal dry suit inflator valve, when you're putting it on, it's kind of hard. You got to push, and then it clicks into place. When you go to take it off, it pops off really easily. And the reason for that is this nipple is actually actuating that valve as you put it on. So what happens is we open the valve. Now this valve is open. Gas flows into here and it stops. And when we press this valve, gas flows into the suit. So there's a little valve in here that we're opening and closing, and that's allowing the gas to escape. That's our control valve, and this valve inside the hose is open the whole time. Now, when we take it off, it shoots off really easily. When we put a side push inflator valve on, there's no resistance. When we take it off, it doesn't fly off like that. That's because a side push inflator valve doesn't actuate this valve until you want to add gas to the suit. And the way that it does that is there's a little plunger in here, and when you push this, that plunger goes. So you can imagine you're just pushing a stick like that, and the valve inside the hose is what actually controls things. So as we put it on, push here, gas flows into the suit. All we're doing is actuating that valve in the hose. So a much simpler design. It's just a stick, it's a plunger, compared to another valve that we're actuating here. So I prefer the side push inflator valves. I just think that that simpler design is much more efficient, and there's less that can go wrong. Obviously the plunger could break or get stuck or something like that, but compared to all the things that can go wrong with adding a whole new valve into the system, prefer the side push inflator. So hopefully you found that helpful.